How many times in your lifetime have you opened your hand and made a peanut butter sandwich? Have you ever, I gotta put socks on, my feet are cold. No heat in the trailer. How many times have you opened your hand and manifested a pack of cigarettes when you were out? Able to sit in one place, one chair, one spot on the couch, have a brand new lighter, and lose it in 2.3 fucking seconds without moving. Right? You have to stand up, move around, move some shit around to find it, right? Now, I have some people that are giving me a hard time because of my shift of perspective and my change of speech and my direction of content. And I have to ask, because see, I'm posting a lot of stuff that people are saying is harmful and dangerous and deceitful, that it's lies and conjecture and opinion. And yet, I wonder what they stand it up against, because I've followed all of the original precepts given to me about what life and liberty and freedom and serving God was supposed to represent. I've taken all of those values to heart of the different religious structures and the superstitions and all of the belief chaining, the anchoring to these beliefs that have occurred. I've taken these out into the world and applied them. I can't say to the best and to my fullest, because nobody ever can do that. Because to do that, you give every drop of your blood, every ounce, every bit of your love light from your heart. You can't do that. But you give what you can of your heart, and you try to follow it. And your heart will tell you that what your family and your friends and your associates and the people around you that you look up to and put on the pedestal sometimes, they give you this advice and you take it to heart because you love them. You love God, and you know that honor thy mother, thy father, honor thy neighbor, all of those things. You try to take these things into consideration. So daily you're breaking your heart in two, because in your heart you feel that, hey, listen, what they've told me isn't really working, but I'm going to keep trying. I must be doing something wrong, putting self-blame, dulling your light. And then when it does fall apart, when it does fail, when they do strip away all the things that are harmful for you because you can't see that it's harmful, they take all these things away because of our perspectives, our perceptions, expectations. We can't see it as these are the harmful things that are being taken away, the speed bumps, the briar patches in our lives, the people in our lives, the things in our lives that really are harming us. We begin to shut down. Our subconscious mind doesn't want to hear it. They don't want to take it. It starts in school. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to take it. ADHD is a self-defense mechanism to help block the harmful, dangerous content that gets in. The harder they make you concentrate and pay attention, the more you get anxiety. The more that anxiety is trying to tell you, get out of here, run, 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 run. Because what they're doing is detrimental to your soul. Your body wouldn't fight these training protocols if it wasn't detrimental to the path and to the soul. Your spirit begins pushing the buttons that makes the soul dance around like a chicken. Get out of here. This electric current, this vibration, this field that you're in is not healthy. You don't memorize. You don't retain things because your mind is going, no, 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 stop, stop. Because when you're connected to source intelligence, when you leave your antenna, when you listen to your intuition, feed your battery and your motor and keep yourself running, and you listen to the harmonic balance, and you listen to the natural sounds that people aren't manipulating, and the frequencies that are manipulating and managing, and know the difference between healing light energy and healing dark energy and fake light and harmful light. Flicker rates, subliminals, backmasking, giving you things in the back door of your memory that become your own idea. I show up at a service call. They got a TV on in the back room. I'm not even watching or seeing the type of TV, but I'm there long enough to unclog a drain or fix a sink. And the same Dunkin' Donuts commercial runs twice during the cycle of fixing this job. 30 minutes later, I'm pulling into Dunkin' Donuts thinking it's my idea. You get into education, and they lull you into a trance state, transcendental. They open the frequencies through the hearing and the sensors by dulling you to death, lowering the shields by actually draining the blood away from the brain. Oh my God, we don't need all this. We don't need this. Shut this down. Shut it down. Because the body's protecting itself. You get sleepy. Your brain starts daydreaming. Get them out of there. Get them out of there. Pull the spirit. Pull the soul. Leave the vessel. They're damaging it. Danger. Danger, Will Robinson. I don't want to go to school. Fuck school. It's a bunch of bullshit. Then they teach each generation completely different formulas so they can't help each other. So they're at odds. So that the younger generation looks at the older generation like they're stupid and vice versa. Sun Tzu, Art of War. 3rd century, 2nd century. Defeat them in their minds. Industrial Revolution. What were we working for? When we were tending to the land, who were we working for? In some asshole's factory now for 50 fucking years straight, where you're 3 hours in traffic going there, 3 hours in traffic going there. Forget what color your fucking house is. Because you leave before the sun's up and don't get home till the sun's gone down. Who are these strangers watching my television in my chair on my couch? Who's this woman that's been sleeping next to me? I'm so fucking exhausted. She climbs on me in the middle of the night, and I got kids I didn't even remember. Right? Not that drastic, but what the fuck? If I work for 50 years, I could retire. Don't have to worry about nothing. Except that you lost that 50 fucking years. Now you're a little slower, a little less motivated. Money is never going to be enough. You're going to have to work part-time, which your body ain't going to have the energy no more. Then you're going to fall back into your old routines and you're not retired. You didn't live your fucking life for 50 years convincing yourself your little mini vacations or sitting on the fucking couch was good enough. Bonding with your television set, which in the Bible says, any image, any man, any word that comes into the house other than the shepherd's gate and the door is not welcomed of God of the spirit world. You carry your television in the house, in your laptop, in your tablets, in your phone. But when you turn it on, it's channels from the ether, from the spirit world, bringing a message in multiple ways into your house, through the windows, the chimneys, the walls, not the door and the shepherd's gate. The thing about the road least traveled, there's a bundle of nerves that's connected to the pineal gland. It runs down your spine, comes to the solar plexus, and then through the heart. The root chakra has to be unlocked and then closed. You see, people think that you open your crown chakra, and then you open your throat chakra, and then you open these little teeny buttons like on the front of your coat, which is the buttons on the front of a coat. It's actually a mockery of this. Because what happens is the chakra opens, and this one opens, and then this one, and before you know it, you're encased in a full circle of one singular chakra. And when your density of consciousness and the density of your body is equalized, you step on the other side of this barrier, the fifth density of consciousness. And while it's open and beginning to close again, you're reaching through and you're hollering, hey man, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Some of us go to 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. And we go, hey, guys, don't stop on 5th. Quit fucking around. Hey, how dare you talk to us like that? How dare you? Okay? I'll wait. They're not getting it, man. Come on, guys. Listen, I got to pick up the kids at karate. Sorry, I can't save the universe. I mean, come on, man. The reality of life is I got to work in some guy's factory. You're sitting at home all day smoking pot and living off the government. I cashed in my Social Security early because I knew I wasn't going to make 65. How about you? I dropped out of school here and here. When I was 8 years old and got canceled for it. All the people around me canceled me as a dummy. Nothing I said mattered. Otherwise, they'd be listening to me now. Children are blank tapes, man. You're only going to get off from what you put on them. I'm a transmitter receiver, always was. But I put in some cassettes. I took what y'all played. And I rewrote that shit because, you can tape over it. And I played my own songs. I found a happy medium to keep you all happy. I had to. I had no fucking choice. I kept waking up, going back to sleep. Come on, man. Let's do this now. No. Come on, man. Let's do this now. No. No. In 2020, they broke my hip. The man who wrestled with God. Okay? Can't run no more, Rick. We've taken everything now. Your family's going to walk away from you. Your jobs, your trades, your tools for the 5th time. Your tools, all your belongings. We're taking it. We're going to put you on the fucking street again. We're going to take everybody away from you. Put you out on the street during COVID. Job. Get a job. Get a job. Get a job. Yeah. Broken hip. Hobbling down the street with a Seeking Kindness sign on my back in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Hobbling with a cane and carrying a bunch of stuff. I looked like Elmer Fudd during the 49er episode with Bugs Bunny. People followed me all over Facebook and shit, picking up trash, picking up garbage, cleaning up the parks, explaining my circumstances. See, look, every time God put me in prison, right? Taking me out of society, doing this. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. I'm in the worst places, as you think, in the world. And actually, there were really some decent people in there. They just put up a hard shell because they've been trodden and beaten and fucking battered by life. And they all become good actors. Everyone in prison became a good actor. Some prisons go apeshit crazy because they just don't know how to turn the roll off and realize, dudes, guys, hey, we've been shit on in our entire fucking lives out there. Why do we have to keep doing it to ourselves in here? Well, the prisons that I was at with my philosophies, even though I could only do it in smaller increments then, actually paid off. Ask any of the people who have ever been at Charlotte Correctional Institution between 1995 and 1999 and tell me that place wasn't off the fucking chain violent, but would flip, and was off the chain violent, but would flip. The camp kept calming the fuck down. It would calm down, and it would be great, and then explode. And it would calm down, and I was there for 7 years, working this, reading books, filling it with stuff instead of listening to it and watching other people digest the information and fucking dumping it in your lap pre-chewed. No. I'm not ready to wake up. Come on! We can end this now. Come see, look. Oh, 9/11. Okay, I'm supposed to get upset and mad at the 3,000 killed and the terrorists and all these other things, but since I was canceled and could never even get into the military, what the fuck did I care? I'm in prison. I'm watching my fellow prisoners cheering because they're angry that they got punished, and so they're mad at the whole country for it. So I didn't get mad. Fuck. All right, I guess we're going to war. I was starting to get mad with the I was getting real mad with the 20 soldiers a day committing suicide and nobody noticed. All the cutesy little memes and shit that they put up there for the soldiers felt great for a minute. It's like getting told you deserve a medal. Those fucking medals can't get you through all the paperwork and all the fucking red tape that they make the guys go through. Knowing that a warfighter's fucking worst nightmare is a desk job, and then you set them out after years and years of combat, set them in front of a fucking desk, navigating it just to get the shit that you promised before they went. Wonder why they're committing suicide. Because they're not getting what was promised. It had all the pride in the world in the beginning with the promises, having assurance and trust that your government's not going to fuck you when you come back. Ouch. I was prevented to even go in the military. I felt like a piece of shit because I couldn't serve. No, that one says, that's not for you. That's not your battle. Couldn't become a cop, couldn't become a firefighter, couldn't do nothing. Mostly because I wasn't supported by family, being canceled by a third grade teacher. Because I couldn't do math, and me and her hated each other. And she canceled me through teacher-parent council. Long distance travel's fast back then. Anytime I tried to speak of my dreams, all the adults, including singing, including speaking, no support. Made fun of me every chance they got. Don't quit your day job. Knock that shit off. Shut up. Hey, okay. So I got real good at shooting, and I got real good at music, but they didn't know. So I was told to turn that shit down. But real good at shooting. And though I didn't get to join the military to put it to use, and I didn't go hunting because I lived in the city, and you don't really want to eat the stuff down there anyway. But South Florida, swamp, I used that. They used it. I was able to shoot real good. Had the heart to do it. Real strong. Extra strength to do the bidding for the Creator. I did put an end to somebody. They were innocent for what they were put. But their karma, the Akashic records, saw it differently. So as the gloves of the angels were used, his life was ended. I got taken out of society, which would be perceived as punishment. I was put on a shelf with God's fingers in my ears. And my circle a little bit smaller, because God creates the whole circumference, the circle. My little square was small. And my direction was cut because, the Holy Spirit, which is my guardian angel, is my twin that's separated, awaiting return. Now we are together. See, I am spirit and soul and vessel. 3. Little Ricky, who was born in this vessel, completely innocent and had no fucking clue what was going on until he was fully activated. Then set aside so that Melis could do the work that needed to be done, so that Lilith can do the work that needed to be done. Sarah. I call her Sarah because people get tripped on Lilith. Long story. Really long story. But now the self-assuredness and the clarity and the fucking connection to God's server is Malish Yoshio-M. No doubt. The architect. I know a lot about this environment, don't I? Guys, girls. I know a lot about the structure. I know a lot about the social structure. The engineering aspect. I've been giving little bits and pieces because nobody fucking reads or looks at anything anyway. So I have to keep going back and figuring out how the fuck am I going to get this message across. The people that won't open this shit, won't read it, won't look. Because in the past, see, I got out of prison, right? After being on the shelf. It's kind of like you get ready to get on a train. and it's moving, right? Well, in prison, the train's kind of like the one that's at the base of a Christmas tree. It's kind of going around in a circle, not getting anywhere. You could get on and get off, or not get on and just watch it go around in a circle. Get out in the world, and it's like, you gotta fucking run and try to grab, or you might lose your fucking arm. So I'll slow that pace down a little bit and think of it as double Dutch, jump rope. Get that groove going. Gotta get out into the world. I haven't talked to any of you. I haven't been able to hug or kiss none of my family, and there's a bunch of new ones. So let me just jump out into the double Dutch. All right, well, shit. Hey, guys, so this is what you're talking about, huh? Okay, so let me get good at what you're talking about. I'll be back. A couple of years go into it. I'm doing some research because the internet wasn't there. There was none of this super information highway. I had books, the old school. So I'm jumping into your double Dutch. And I'm conversating with you about the stuff that's bothering them, who's guilty of this and that. And I get really good at researching it. And then y'all don't want to hear it. Oh my God, there's Rick again. There's Ricky again. I've always been wrong. People have always started off their conversations with, no, it's not like that. And no, that's really how you feel. No, that's not how it really is. Oh, you feel that way? No, come on, you're just, no, it's always something me. No. The first word I learned in the English language was no, even before mom and dad. No, give me that, no. It's a symphony and a dance that just all it did was this. I could tell you what that thing is in the corner that just opened a curtain and peeked out and went, trying to keep me to want to stay here. See, when I came into this family and came into this life, it's like all the king's horses, all the king's men. So they sent all of the angels, to keep me here, to make me want to stay here. And the reason I say this, nobody in my family to verify this anymore, but my mother had a car wreck when she was pregnant. Trashed the car. My brother might remember because they told him that was mom's car. He wasn't supposed to see it, but it was at the gas station, and for some reason he recognized it and freaked. Well, my mother's got these horrible scars on her stomach. It's always traumatized me as a child that she could endure that much pain. And I asked her once what it was, and she said it was from the cesarean section giving birth to me. My mother doesn't have really much memory of it. My memory is I was strangulation birth. Whatever the trauma was from that car wreck flipped me in the stomach, wrapped me up. Didn't want to come in. I wanted to start over because that strangulation did just enough of a fluid flow disruption to give me dyscalculia. Fuck up my math. The inability to hold and switch between its signals. Knew it was fucked up. Oh, wait a minute, this is going to be way too much of a challenge for what I was here for. I know exactly the plan and path that was chosen, selected, agreed upon, and I signed on the dotted line before this life. But what y'all don't know is Marish Yoshio-M isn't just born into bodies in the cycle of it. And I've had 300, okay? Total recall. I've had 309,000 years. And the significance of the numbers 666 and 999 is a game designation. Black pieces, white pieces on a checkerboard, chessboard, tic-tac-toe. It's a 50-50 game. Thing about chess, still 50-50. Just how much time and effort is a person willing to play a long distance mentality game of tic-tac-toe. Only way to win. It's not to fucking play. Now, Lilith, who you guys know as Lucifer or the devil, and me, who you guys would know as Adam, and the Creator's son, It's a game of chess between two siblings, brother and sister. Light and dark matter, right? Scientists can tell who's in charge, who won the last round, and who's in charge of all the religions. They can measure the light and dark balance in the air, light and dark matter. Scientifically proven which one's running the show at the time. They keep their mouths shut and they hedge their bets. They try to vet the winning team. They don't realize. Nobody knows. Nobody knows the entire game is monitored by the two sharpest, brightest referees that you've never seen, but you see all the time. One that watches everything using technologies, and the other that you're standing on that also is using technologies. So, the all-seeing eye, the all-hearing eyes, the eyes in the back of the head, all of those wonderful little things that we laugh at and don't even have a fucking clue what they mean, is all-seeing eyes. Anything with electrical impulses can be hacked, right? If it's hacked, that means it was intelligently programmed. If it was intelligently programmed, that means it had a purpose.